Hey everybody, this is Javier the Hunter back with a BM Hunter 9.0.2 PvE guide. For those of you who have seen my last video, this is kind of going to be picking up where I left off in that last one, going over some of the things that I did and did not talk about in the last guide. So let's get right into it. New camera, new mic, a little bit better for your viewing pleasure. Other than that, a lot of this information has stayed the same. My item level went up just a little bit. Still using this legendary. I have 25 crit and 19 haste. I'm very comfortable with the stat priority right now. It seems to be working for me. We have since unlocked double potency conduits for the night phase. So now I'm running bloodletting and spirit attunement. The reason I'm running these two as opposed to echoing call, ferocious appetite, and wound the beast is simply because I simmed every single combination, and these two were the ones that generated the largest damage output in an AoE and a single target setting. And I find them to just kind of mesh best with my playstyle. There's still an argument to be made with all those other ones, but this is what I'm running with, and you'll see why. Other than that, a few of the things I did want to touch on is pet choice. I noticed I didn't say anything about the pets on your last one, so there's a reason to go with every single class of pet. I use this add-on here to show them. So we have the ferocity pets, which are the lust ones. We have the spirit beasts. We have the endurance. What are the three classes? I'm over here guessing. We have ferocity, which gives you the lust and the leech. Tenacity, which gives you the stamina buff and the extra survivability cooldown. And then cunning, which gives you the movement speed, and then the like a mini gladiator's medallion for immunities, like a freedom. Each have their use case. This one is good for like open world when you need to run around. This one is good for most PvE content because you need that extra health, and this is nice for the utility with the lust. I always run with the spirit beast for two reasons. Spirit mend is still kind of an OP heal. Every 30 seconds I can heal for 3k with like a dot heal, and it's very nice. You can auto cast it on yourself. You can cast it on your tanks, your healers, anyone who's in a pinch. And Kael'thas fight, you can put on Kael'thas. Like, there's a lot of little utility uses for it. Other than that, the Lust Pet is great for Mythic Plus. Someone was telling me recently that because of the leech, that the BM Hunter's Ferocity Pet, with like the T-Rexes and the cats, the Ferocity Pet I'll show, because that leech is so strong, it can actually make you even more survivable than the extra stam buff. And there's absolutely an argument to be made for that. I personally haven't tried it out, but that's something to play with. So just having this kind of pet out permanently. Other than that, it's not what I'm rolling with at the moment, but just something else to consider. So we're still doing the same talents. No talents have changed. In Mythic Plus, I'm using Binding Shot. I'm going to be doing a key here in a moment, so I'm going to try to speed this up. These are still the talents you want to go with. The legendary is still the Memory of the Rhylac Stalker. And in terms of damage rotation, it's still all the same. I'm going to do a mini demo here with Lust. So remember, we want to get 2 stacks of the Barb Shot. I got a proc, so I'm going to get the third one there. Bestial Wrath. And then I do the Denathrius Trinket, the Wild Spirits that I missed, that I landed. And then we just keep plowing. And then at this point, we Lust. And so we keep doing the full damage here. We're up to almost 5.5k. A little more if I had used a pop, but I'm not really interested in wasting money like that. And look, beautiful damage, single target style. Again, we're getting Bestial Wrath back up on cooldown. We're keeping Barb Shot with 100% uptime as our largest priority. And then we're kill commanding on cooldown and Cobra Shotting when we can. Spamming that button, as you can see. So it's a very simple rotation. It really hasn't changed, but it still puts out a lot of damage in a single target fight. This is still a very viable spec. It's not going to have crazy burst, but that sustain is what you're worried about, right? Keeping the barb uptime is what ensures your sustain. Remember, the buff from this is still giving you the big mastery bonuses along with the stam buff. So just keep that all in mind. Other than that, one thing I did quickly want to go over for you hunters, something I may not have gone over, which is relatively important, is there seems to be this glitch that only hunters and hunter pets kind of experience, where our auto attack abilities from our pets don't cast on cooldown. Now you're saying, what the hell does that mean? Well, notice here how this cat has bite, and they have more monstrous bite, and they have a few other abilities here. For some reason, Blizzard's engine does not use those abilities at the exact moment when they're on cooldown as if you would when you're playing your rotation. So to mitigate that, something that I've done is I've created macros for every single one of my ability, which account for every unique pet type. So if you see there, you're going to see every unique pet type is accounted for. Claw, bite, smack, those are the different pet attacks, and I've bound them to every single ability. Bestial Wrath, every single attack. So Barb Shot, Cobra Shot, Kill Command, Stun, Intimidate, Multi-Shot. Those are all the ones you need to do it on. So you can copy this macro, super simple, but it is something that's very important, along with making your pet attack and then passive so that he doesn't break stuns. Same with these are nice ones to use. Freezing Trap, Cursor macro. It's the same for this. Wild Spirits and Wild Call are combined. This is a really beautiful macro because the cooldowns are the same and it doesn't share GCD. So every time you Wild Spirits on cooldown, you just get your Wild Call. I don't really see a scenario that having them staggered is that beneficial. Aspect of the Wild is kind of a shitty cooldown this expansion, so you don't get that much value out of it anyways. So just throwing it in with the Wild Spirits is more than fine. Focus macro for the Misdirect, Flare, Cursor macro. Disengage, I have like an oh shit button, Conk Shot, Disengage, Aspect of the Cheetah. Give this one a try. And yeah, I have to go do a Mythic Plus now. I'll try to record a little more like in-game content and kind of trying to explain my thought process. I may do so with this plus 11, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Thanks again for watching. That's my simple BM Hunter update once again. Have a great day. Peace out.